Good morning, grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. Hope you all are doing great today. Today, let's learn what order should we follow when we have to do different mathematical operation within the same mathematical statement. Look at the statement given here. You have got 27 plus 9 divided by 3. So which part should we do first? Do we do the addition first or should we do the division part first? Let's see. If we do the addition part first, let's see what is the answer we are going to get. So 27 plus 9, that equals 36. So this becomes 36 divided by 3 and it gives you the answer 12. Now what if we do the division part first? 9 divided by 3, that equals 3. So the statement becomes 27 plus 3, which is equal to 30. So we are getting two different answers here. So which is the right one? Which is the correct order that we should follow to get the right answer? Let's see one more example. 48 minus 6 into 4. So here we have got subtraction and multiplication. Which one will we do first? The subtraction part or the multiplication part? If we subtract 6 from 48 first, what do we get? 42 into 4. And this is equal to 8 here, then 16, 168. Now, what if we do the multiplication part first? Then this would become, the given statement would become equal to 48 minus 6 4s are 24, which is equal to 24. See, here also we are getting two different answers. So which one do you think is the right one? Which is the order we should follow? You see, we say to remember the order of operations, to simplify or evaluate a problem, we express the order as odd mass. You know what it stands for? Odd mass stands for of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So when you have different mathematical operations given within the same mathematical statement, this is the order that you should follow to evaluate or solve the given statement. So first you should solve the part where it says of, then you should do the division part, then the multiplication part, after that the addition part, and at last you should solve the subtraction part. So this is the order you should follow, and it's called odd mass. See, this word is made up of the first letter of the words given here of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So it is odd mass. Hope this is clear to you now. Now, according to odd mass, the first examples we saw, how we can solve it correctly. The first example was 27 plus 9 divided by 3. So by the rule, which part should be done first? See, division has to be done before addition. So we should do 9 divided by 3 first, then add that to 27. So the right answer becomes 27 plus 3 equal to 30. Now the next example we saw, 48 minus 6 into 4. See, multiplication or subtraction, which comes first? According to odd mass, multiplication has to be done before subtraction. So this becomes equal to 48 minus 6 into 4, that is equal to 24. And the final answer is 24. So these are the right answers when we follow the right order. So I hope this is clear to you now. Now we will see a different example. Nandini made 100 laddus and she kept 40 laddus to distribute them to her family members, and the remaining laddus were to be distributed amongst 3 neighbors. How many laddus will each of her neighbors get? So what is being mentioned in the question? Nandini first made 100 laddus and then she kept 40 laddus for her family. So that would be 100 minus 40. So now from what was remaining, she distributed the remaining ladus to 3 of her neighbors. Now, if I write a mathematical statement like this to solve this problem here, would it give the right answer? If we are going to follow the odd mass rule here, which part do we have to do first? We know division has to be done before subtraction according to odd mass rule. But is it the situation here? No. We know that the subtraction part has to be done first. Why? Because when she kept 40 ladus away from the 100 ladus, she got a remaining number of ladus. And from the remaining ladus only, she divided them among 3 of her neighbors. So we know the 100 minus 40 part has to be done first. Now how do we express that in a mathematical statement? How do we express that the subtraction part has to be done before the division part here? There we make use of simple brackets. So how do we use simple brackets here? Like this. So when you insert the 100 minus 40 part, the subtraction part within simple brackets, it means this part has to be done first before the division. Is it clear now? So this means first you have to do 100 minus 40. What does it give? 60. So when she kept 40 ladus for her family, she was left with 60 ladus, that is 100 minus 40. And she divided this 60 ladus among 3 of her neighbors. So this is how we can make use of brackets to solve mathematical statements easily. Now there is another example. Sitara went to a shop and brought a comic book for rupees 60 and 5 boxes of color pencils. The total money she paid was rupees 150. What is the cost of one box of color pencils? Now how do we solve this? So we know Sitara paid a total of 150 rupees. Now we are given the cost of one comic book. And what is it? 60 rupees. And it is also mentioned in the question that she also bought 5 boxes of color pencils. We are asked to find out what is the cost of one box of color pencil. How do we find it? We know the total amount she paid. We know the amount she paid for the comic book and 5 boxes of color pencil. How do you find out what is the amount she spent for 5 boxes of color pencils? That would be the total amount minus the amount she paid for the comic book, right? That is 150, the total amount she paid, minus 60, that is the cost of one comic book. Now the difference of these two amounts, it will give you the cost of 5 boxes of color pencils. Now from that, how do you find out the cost of one box of color pencil? You have to divide the resulting amount by 5, right? So the result of this will give you the cost of 5 boxes of color pencils. So to find out the cost of one color pencil, you have to divide the result of this by 5, right? So what if I write like this? Look here, here also you have the same mathematical statement. Here also you can see 2 different operations to be done in the same mathematical statement. So according to odd-mass rule, the division part has to be done before the subtraction part. But is it right to do that here? No. We know that first we have to do the subtraction part because we need to find out what is the cost of 5 boxes of color pencils. And then we have to divide it by 5 only. So how do we express that the subtraction part has to be done first? By making use of brackets. So let's insert 150 minus 60 within brackets. So these are simple brackets. So what do we have here? We have 150 minus 60 is equal to 90, which is the cost of 5 boxes of color pencils, and that has to be divided by 5 and it will give you the cost of 1 box of color pencil. The resulting answer is the cost of 1 box of color pencil. So I hope this is clear to you now. So we saw that we should do the operation within the brackets first. So when brackets are used in a mathematical statement, the order of operation to be followed is BODMAS. So children, now we have a new order of operation to be followed. It's called the BODMAS. So what is it? BODMAS stands for brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. The term BODMAS was coined using the first letters of these words, brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So if you know this order or this rule, it will be very easy for you to solve or evaluate mathematical statements containing different types of mathematical operations. And you see there are different types of brackets. This is called the square bracket, where this is called the curly bracket. This is called the simple bracket, whereas this is called line bracket. We use different kinds of brackets in mathematics. Now when different types of brackets are used within the same mathematical statement, there should be an order that should be followed, right? So when different types of brackets are used within the same mathematical statement, the order should be followed is like this. First you have to solve what is given in the line brackets, then you should solve the part given in the simple brackets. The next should be the part given in the curly brackets, and finally what is given within square brackets has to be done. So first line brackets, then simple brackets, then curly brackets and finally square brackets. So I hope this is clear to you now. Now we will see one example. Simplify 50 minus 10 of 2 divided by 4 plus 2 into 5. So keep in mind the BODMAS rule. Brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Now here we don't have any brackets given in the statement. So which one has to be done first? Brackets, then off. So this off part has to be done first. So how do we solve this? See, when it says 50 minus 10 of 2, when it says off, you have to multiply. So when it says 10 of 2, it is 10 into 2, which is equal to 20. So first we solved that part. Then the given statement becomes 50 minus 10 of 2 is 10 into 2, which is equal to 20, divided by 4 plus 2 into 5. Now we have done the off part. What comes next? BODMAS, brackets of division. Now the next part to be done is the division part. So where is it? It is here. 20 divided by 4. So let's do that part. So the statement becomes 50 minus 20 divided by 4 is what? It is equal to 5. So it becomes 50 minus 5 plus 2 into 5. Now division, then multiplication. Now we have to do the multiplication part. So it becomes equal to 50 minus 5 plus what is 2 into 5? It is equal to 10. So that we have here. Now we have subtraction and addition, which has to be done first. Addition has to be done first. So here we have 50 minus 5 plus 10. So we are bringing these two together. So it becomes 50 plus 10, then minus 5, which is equal to 50 plus 10 equal to 60. 60 minus 5 equals 55. So the final answer is equal to 55. This is how you solve a statement using the BODMAS or the ODMAS rule. So hope this is clear to you. We'll see one more example. This one has got brackets in it. So the question says 28 plus 60 divided by, within square brackets you have 54 minus, then within curly brackets you have 32 minus, within simple brackets you have 14 minus, and within line brackets you have 16 minus 10. So the hour line you see here, that is a line bracket. So what is given under this has to be considered as a group. So this becomes a group, 16 minus 10. That has to be done first, because we have learned that when different types of brackets are used within the same statement, the order should be followed is that first line brackets, then simple brackets, then curly brackets, and finally square brackets. So how do we solve this? Let's see this part. These parts remain the same. First we are solving what is given under the line bracket. So 16 minus 10 is equal to 6. So the given statement can be solved like 28 minus 60 divided by 54 minus 32 minus 14 minus, see we solved this part and substituted it with the answer. So it becomes 14 minus 6. Now what was given under the line bracket is solved. Now the next to be solved is what is given within symbol brackets. So that is 14 minus 6 here. So 28 plus 60 divided by 54 minus 32 minus what is 14 minus 6? It is equal to 8. Now the operation within symbol brackets is also solved. Now the next one is the curly bracket. So this becomes 28 plus 60 divided by 54 minus 32 minus 8, that is equal to 24. So that we have substituted here. Then the square bracket. 28 plus 60 divided by what is 54 minus 24? It is equal to 30. So that we have got here. Now we have addition and division. Which has to be done first? The division part. So that becomes equal to 28 plus 60 divided by 30 is 2. So that we have here. The final answer is 28 plus 2 equals 30. So this is how you solve a mathematical statement involving different types of brackets as well as different types of mathematical operations. So hope this is clear to you now. Children, you have to go through these topics, that is order of operation and use of brackets, through pages 44 and 45. You also have to go through the solved examples given within the textbook. Then there is a heading enrich yourself. Please go through it. This is given in page number 45. Then in the next page, that is 46, there is a heading maths around us and highlights. Make sure you go through these. Also, there is an exercise given within page number 45, exercise 3.4. You have to work out this exercise in your notebook. Then again, in page number 44, you can see a try this exercise. Please work out that as well in your notebook. So once you're done with all these questions, please do take a picture and send us through Microsoft Teams. So that's all for today. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye.